Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm actually going to be doing the second part to the forms. Took a little bit longer. So what I did is duplicated the file that I had from the previous tutorial with all my gets and the form validation and display. What we're going to be going over is post and request in this one. This won't take as long as the last tutorial, especially since they're basically the same thing. Request allows you to accept from both a get and a post, while get only gets from the URL and post only gets from background data. And I'm going to show you how that works. And you don't have to change the form too much, but let's get started here. So the first thing I'm going to do is my method in my form. I'm going to change it to post. Now if I refresh this right here, I go, let's set a name in here, LOL, and send my data, nothing's going to happen. The reason why nothing's going to happen is because all these are going off a get, so it's all looking for it in the address bar. So this requires some time changing, so we're going to have to go and change this all to post. This is usually the longest part. This is why you need to figure out what you're going to be using for get and what you're going to be using for post. If not, you can use request, and I'll show that quickly and briefly at the end of this here. And actually, I'm going to leave an error here real quick, just to kind of show you. So, if I click refresh here, yep, I want to retry posting. Nothing happened still. Okay, so let's go and submit my data. Oh, whoops. Okay, the main reason why we're not having an issue here is I didn't change that to 11. It's my first thing. I went back to my old form. Now I'm on my new form. Let me click refresh again. Okay, so let's go LOL and send my data. Okay, so all my data is sent, but I still have an error. That's because down here I forgot to change my get to post. And that's actually, I did that on purpose here. Trying to show you that even though I can validate everything, I can still not display it unless I change all those too. And that's why sometimes you'll force it to a variable and then just use that variable throughout your page. Now if I refresh here again, I'm not, in case my browser doesn't automatically resend all the data, which is a little bit annoying, but it allows me to actually have to redo this again. Send my data. Okay, so all my data is sent. So we just fixed our form from a get and send it to a post. Now what happens if I want to use a request? Because I don't know if my form's going to be a post or a get. So we're just going to change everything to, when we go control find here, great thing about Dreamweaver. Most programs come with this, request. And let's go, oops, that's not the folder I wanted, current document. Place all. So I changed all my posts to a request now. You save here. So let's click refresh. My page is done, throw me an error. I'm going to go Garrett. And let's just choose female this time. And let's go December, send data. Boom. All my data is still received on everything. That is because requests will accept from both a get or a post. So if I change this back to a get here and click refresh, which ain't going to work, Garrett, female, send data. Boom. All my data received still. Request allows it from both. Now, if you want to dedicate it so it only comes one specific way, use post or get. Request is nice because in case your data might change out depending on how it is or how it's formatted, you might want to go back and forth. Search forms are great for using a get. Now, dedicated data like credentials, login, passwords, and stuff, I would recommend using post no matter what. Don't never accept a get. And that's just a security thing. Okay. And another thing I wanted to kind of show you is that you can actually, I showed you how to use arrays before, and you can actually use arrays in forms. You can break them down that way. You can break down multiple things that way. And I'm going to kind of show you that. Right here I'm going to grab my birthday. Paste, paste, paste. Okay, these all have the same name, right? We're going to go birthday. I'm going to go the normal. We're done. How you define or add a new one to an array. We're going to do that using a left bracket and a right bracket. And we're going to go, what value do I want to have in this? Well, this one's going to be the day, right? Okay, well, we don't have to do that. We just have to type day. And we're going to go 04, 05, 06, 012. Well, this one will be 12. Alright, and then we're going to go here. We're going to go birthday. And this will actually break, but I'm going to show you how you can validate it still. Okay, we have our day. Now we need our month. So our month's already set up. And then we need the year. We can go 2004, 2005, 2012. I'm just trying to reuse the values I already have here. You can set names into it if you really wanted to. I can go right here and go April. And I can go May. Set names in here. December. I know usually when you store, you don't usually store it by the full name in most cases, but sometimes you do. Alright, so if I go back to our form and click refresh, and it gets mad at me and yells at me and hoots and hollers. So that's my birthday. It says 4 April 2014. If I send my data, poof, nothing. Name is missing. Whoops, that was my bad. LOL. Send data. Birthday is not found. Now this is where the issue comes into play. Birthday is not found because there's no basic birthday. I have them all broken into arrays, so I have to go and change out my form. To change out my form, I can go right here. Okay, is birthday set? Yes, it's going to automatically be defined. Now this is numeric, it's not going to work. And I'm actually going to remove that real quick. And then I'm going to comment out the show form because I don't want it to change forms. But I want to show you what the data looks like for that. So we're going to go request. And we're requesting birthday. Okay, and I'm going to change this back to a post here. Just makes it much easier than having to look at my URL. It just changes every single time. So, and I deleted the P. That is not the brightest part of me. Okay, so we're going to go Garrett. And we're going to go female. Yeah, let's go male. Let's change that to December. Send my data. Okay, send my data. So that value is set. The reason why I know that value is set because if I did this and I print it out, and as you can see, it printed out my array. So there's sub values. There's not a primary value, so I can't check it off my primary value. I have to check it off the sub values that are in there. So I know date, month, and year set. So I can go right here. I can go if is set. Okay. Well, first off, let's set birthday to a value, right? So we're going to go birthday is equal to request birth. And you can do the same thing with a post. And again, doesn't matter. You can always do this. Okay. So now to set my variable that I'm going to be sending into the server as data, so I can manipulate in my code here without having to retype out that whole thing. So I can go if is set birthday. And what value are we going to look for? First off, we're going to look for day. I want to know what day he was born. Is it set? Okay. And make sure it's not empty. Birthday. Day. Actually, let's highlight that because I'm actually going to type that one more time. Okay, exclamation empty. So make sure it is not empty. And is numeric. Because these are going to be days. You're going to have a number. You're not going to have a name for it. You're not going to say Monday. I was born on Monday, April 2004. What Monday of April 2004 were you born? So, we're going to go off of that. And continue there. Okay. So, birthday sound. So, we're going to go day. I'm going to go B underline day equal true. And another thing I can do, which I didn't do here, is I'm going to set these values to check. So, B underline day equal false. And actually, I'm going to make all my values be under the same thing. So, B day. And then I'm going to go right here. I'm going to go B month equal. And then finally, B year equal. So what I just did right here is another cool trick. Is that I define 3 variables, and they're all equal to false. So what it's saying is B day is equal to B month is equal to B year, and B year is equal to false. So if you follow that line backwards, it's going to be B year is equal to false, so B month is equal to false, and then B day is equal to false. That's all I'm defining right here. It's kind of a nice trick to validate this. So B day is true. Okay. If is set. And this time we're going to go for month. And since month I made it be a text, I can't really do it is numeric, but I can do an empty. Make sure it's not empty. And if I really wanted to, I can always do a switch, which makes sure it gets a value. If it doesn't, then it automatically returns false. And I'll do that too, just kind of show you how that works. So we're going to go right here, and we're going to go switch. And since I have is set highlighted there, that's kind of just copy this. Now I showed switches in I think about 2 tutorials previous to this, so this should be a little bit of a rerun. We're gonna go case. Okay, what cases do I have for my birthdays or for my months? I have April. Okay, I need another case. I have May, and I have case of December. And all these are going to return true for me for my month. So B underline month is equal to true. Now I can go break here and go default. This will be a refer, and default does nothing. That means it's going to say false. Actually, I don't even have to type default. It's just automatically defined there as nothing. You can define it and make it throw a specific type of error, but I'm not too worried about that. And then finally, we need to go if is set year. This one I can go is numeric again. So year, and actually we're just going to copy this part. Instead of typing out our code 3,000 times, we're just going to go doop, doop. All I have to do is copy that, paste, and paste. So if year is set, go right here, B year is equal to true. And then finally I need to do my check for this, so we're going to go if B day and B month and B year. And I'm not going to set brackets because basically if I don't set brackets, it's only one line afterwards that you can use. And then I can go enter here, else, echo, one of the birthday fields are missing. Okay, kind of a little bit of breakdown of what I did right here. Let me fix my typing. Okay. One of the things I did right here is if B day is true, is basically what I'm doing. Not setting anything means I'm checking to see if it's true. So if B day, okay, true. And then B month, yep, true. And then B year, yep, true. Then it's going to show form false. So that's what I wanted to do. Now, if any of those are actually false, it won't continue. It will actually throw out the error. One of the birthday fields are missing. I think I spelled fields wrong. And I'm actually going to make that error down here because I'm going to show you that switch is going to throw on one of these. Value equal, since I'm not going to be using the get anymore, I'm going to actually be using a post. I'm going to have to just make it a false one. Mom. I can always edit this inside the page, but I don't want to. And mom. It's not a month. So, if I refresh my page again. Okay, so my name is Garrett. I'm a male. If I go down here and choose mom, send data. Oof, one of the birthday fields are missing. That's because I couldn't find anything in that switch. So there was no case that matched what I selected. Now if I go back here again and go Garrett, choose male, leave it at April, send data, oof, I got all my stuff. Now my birthday shows up wrong. It says array. That is a simple fix. And since I defined it before, I can always go birthday, oops, birthday equals day, oops, actually we should go month, then, and as you can tell I said a dot right here, space, dot. Basically what I'm doing is breaking this apart so I can just display it easier. Birthday, I can't type, so we're going to go like this. Oops. We're going to go day, dot, comma, space, dot, dupe, and we need to do year. Actually, I don't have to set this in colon. So what I did right here is, since I'm doing a simple echo, is what that shortcut is. I need birthday displayed. I set a dot so I can set a basic string in there if I wanted to. Then dot again after that string. And then in this case, my string was a space for the first part. Then I should display the day. And then I did another string. This time I set a comma and then a space. And then I ended that string and then I said birth year. So now I should get out all my data. Like normal, this thing's going to get mad at me. So let's go Garrett, click mail, click send data. So now it displays my whole year for me. And you can change that formatting of how you want it to do that. Now, that's how you can deal with arrays. And you can have multi-arrays. So I can add another you know how I have year right there. I can add actually another bracket underneath that to have sub years or sub days or sub. You can add anything you want to that. You just have to define it. If you leave it blank, it'll auto increment just like a normal array would. And if there's any questions about this, leave me a comment, subscribe, like, message me. I'll be happy to help you. And have a good one. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a comment or like below. If you want to keep up with all activities on the channel, click subscribe. And if you would like to watch another video, there's some videos listed down below here. And thanks for watching.